Hello and welcome to the virtual orientation for the Winterlude Triathlon. We've got a lot of content, so let's hop into it. This is the oldest winter triathlon in Canada. We've been told it might even be the oldest in the world. We haven't found anything to discredit that, but let's not get too adventurous. So this race has been going on since 1984. We're glad to see it heading into its fifth decade. Thanks for signing up, and we look forward to seeing you at the start line. So for this virtual orientation, we'll go in chronological order, very logical. We'll talk about pre-race, we'll talk about the skate, the run, the ski, and then the post-race. So without further ado, let's talk about everything that happens before the start line. First things first is bib pickup. My number one advice is if you can do it, pick up your bib the day before the race. So we're going to be at Bush Taka in Westboro at 203 Richmond Road. There's a few Bush Taka locations in the region, but the one in Westboro. Picking up your bib the day before gives you a chance to talk to our race crew, ask any questions, meet other athletes and all that, and it frees up a lot of time and a lot of logistics on race day. If you need to, you can pick up your bib on race day, but that adds a little bit of excitement to an already busy morning. So if I may suggest, I hope I'm not being too bold, we hope to see you all at Bush Taka between 4 and 7 p.m. the day before the race, Friday, January 31st, at their Westboro location. Otherwise, if you don't pick it up at Bush Taka, you'll see us on race day at Terry Fox facility. So it's over on Riverside Drive near Mooney's Bay. That's where the big track and field facility is. That's Terry Fox. We will be set up by 6:30 a.m. Try and get there around that time, just shortly after. If you get there a little bit early, you can hang around and kind of get set up out of your car, but we'll be ready to go by 6:30 a.m. If any spots are still available, we'll have them available only up until the day before at Bush Taka. On race day, there'll be no registration available. We have too much excitement going on. We got the race to focus on. Let's not add too much to our plate on race day, right? Perfect. So here's a little map. I'll use my cursor, so pardon my amateur skills here. On Riverside Drive, you'll turn onto Terry Fox. There's a little road right here. You go down the big hill, and here is parking. Please try and carpool if you can. The less cars on the road, the better for a lot of reasons. And the parking there is also limited, so please consider and try to facilitate some carpooling. When you show up, here's the order of operation. You park your car. We will be set up right here on the grass with some Somersault. Well, it'll be snow, pardon me, by then. Pardon this Google image of Earth satellite view only has the summer edition. But we're going to be parked over here with our purple tents. You can't miss us. Go over there, get your bib. If you already have your bib, great. You'll get your timing chip from there as well, from Sports Stats. You'll get a chance to ask any last minute questions, mingle, and all that. So once you've parked, gotten your bib and your timing chip, you'll go inside the gates here and set up your skis. So along the fencing here, we'll have signage saying, hey, if you're bib number 100 to 150, you go here. 150 to 200, here, so on and so forth. So we'll have volunteers there helping you out and explaining anything that might be unclear. What you're going to do is you're going to set up all of your ski equipment, then head back to the parking lot and get on our shuttle bus. But again, the order is park, timing chip, and bib, set up for the third and final sport. Then what you'll do is from Terry Fox, you'll get on our shuttle bus and we will bring you to the skate start. So if you know the area, here's Dow's Lake, here's the pavilion, Carlton U is over here. We'll drop you off right over here and you'll get on the ice. So you'll ride by shuttle bus. Once you get on the shuttle bus, you'll be carrying obviously all of your skating gear because you need that for the skating event, and you'll be wearing all of your running gear. Or vice versa, it doesn't matter, there's no skates on the shuttle bus. When you get to the ice, there'll be a transition zone set up right over here. That's where you'll set up your running gear, and you'll put your skating gear on and do your warm-up. And the idea is that you'll do your skate, which I'll get to in a second, and when you're done, you'll get your running gear on, leave your skating gear behind, and head on. So make sure you have both skate and running gear when you get on that shuttle bus. Okay, so let's go down this little list. We've gone over the shuttle. Make sure you bring your running gear. I know I've said it 4 times, but make sure you bring your running gear. Setting up your T-zone on the ice. Making sure you smile for the camera. This is obviously a fun event. We hope that you all enjoy it. We'll have some photographers penciled throughout the course, taking photos of everybody. So bring your game face, your A face, your happy face, your pain face, whatever it might be. We look forward to capturing it all. If you guys need washrooms, there's washrooms on the canal right over here. There's some huts that they have all winter long. If you know the area, you know them well. It's right beside the beaver tail stand. It's a big heated hut. It'll be open for you and available, so you can use the washroom there at the last minute if you need to. My last few points are to know your loops. Plan A is that we're going to do 3 loops. So what will happen is when it's time to start the race, you'll all line up here where this green triangle is. Ready, set, go. You go around, we'll have pylons set around the whole course. You go this way and around, and that's 1 loop. We'll ideally do 3 loops, but the exact number of loops and the exact course may vary depending on what Mother Nature gives us. Every year, there's always some consideration around the weather, so we're going to be a little bit flexible. We hope you are too. If we have to make any changes, we'll let you know as soon as we can and as early as we can, but make sure that you know your loops. We will make every effort to communicate it to you as early as possible and as frequently as possible, but please make sure that you go into it knowing how many loops you're doing and where the turn points are. Those 2 pieces of information will come hand in hand. So again, you do your loops, however many there are, and you finish right over here. You'll stop skating, take your skates off, put your running shoes on, and you go. Before you go, one really, really important thing is that you take all of your skating gear and you put it inside of a bag. So you bring 1 bag, whether it's a drawstring bag or a zip-up bag or a backpack, and you'll put your skates in there. If you're wearing a helmet, you put the helmet in there. If you've got any other extra clothing, you put it in there, and you'll put a sticker on the bag that we will give you with your bib number on it. We'll bring all that to the finish line for you. That way, you don't have to carry all your skates with you for the 5-kilometer run. A winter triathlon is hard enough. Let's give you guys a little break. Perfect. So that's the skate portion. For the run portion, I'll go over the course reel here, then go down our list to make sure we didn't miss anything. You'll start at the green check mark with your run. You'll run away from Terry Fox, turn around at Seneca, and then go all the way to Terry Fox along Colonel By Drive and Hogs Back. We do this little dipsy doodle over here just to make sure we make it a perfect 5K race. Otherwise, it'd be kind of an awkward 4.2 or something like that, and no one likes odd numbers. Okay, so we'll have volunteers at the top of the stairs saying, hey, go this way. We'll turn you this way. There'll be a big sign here with a volunteer saying, do a U-turn. You go around the cones and you make your way down Colonel By Drive on the bike path. You're not on the road. All the way down here to Hogs Back, staying on the sidewalk, and over. No cars to contend with, no intersections. This road, or this bike path, is open to other users. So you might be encountering people going for a morning walk, a morning run. You might encounter some winter cyclists and all that. Totally normal. Make sure you stay to the side, you pass on the left, you do very predictable turns, and be safe out there. Okay, just go on the list again. You go up the stairs and you turn left, turn around, and then you go right. You'll run all the way to Terry Fox, leaving all of your stuff from the skate behind in a bag. So leave everything in 1 bag and make sure it zips up or closes up, because if you throw everything in a bag and it's loose, there's a chance that things fall out, and then at the end of the race, it's going to be hard to find your left skate when everyone's got a pair of black hockey skates or an indescript black toque. So help us help you. Put everything in 1 bag, seal it up, put your sticker on it, and you'll be good to go. Last reminders, again, smile for the camera. You're here to have fun. And washrooms, again, you'll have washrooms right at the T1 and at T2 at Terry Fox. So inside the Terry Fox facility and at the canal, washrooms on site, but nothing along that little bit of course. And then for the ski, so you'll show up to Terry Fox, which is right here. You'll go and get your running gear off, put your skis on, and then get onto the ski course. You'll be doing the usual ski loop, which if you know Terry Fox, it's their winter cross-country ski loop. Every year this loop changes a little bit because they kind of add on little bits here and there depending on where the snow is best and all that. So again, we'll make sure the course is well marked. Follow the course. It'll be easy to find. There's little red kind of pins in the ground every couple meters. Those are easy to keep an eye on. But we'll make sure we articulate the exact course ahead of time. If you wanted to go there and practice kind of thing, you can look at our maps that we reference and make sure you've memorized the course and things like that. The joke is always to follow the person in front of you if you're not sure. And if you're the one in first, make sure you're going the right way. But I'm sure everyone will have a good time. We'll have plenty of volunteers at the complicated corners if there are any. And we look forward to seeing you all at the finish line. So last little points to go through. Again, it's 3 loops. You're going counterclockwise. So if you start here, you'll be going this way. 3 loops, again, is plan A, but every year it might change a little bit. We might be able to do 4 smaller loops, 2 bigger loops, whatever it might be, but the plan is to do 3 loops. Make sure you smile for the camera. For this event, you are allowed to do skate or classic. They have tracks for both. They're going to have a groom section, and they'll have tracks for classic. And washrooms, again, are at Terry Fox. So once you start the ski portion, there's no washrooms on site, but you got them back at the finish line waiting for you. And then that's it. You've done the Winterlude Triathlon. You are a Winterlude Triathlon 2025 finisher, and it's time for the post-race. So as soon as you cross the finish line, you can take your skis off, celebrate with competitors, friends and families and spectators. We'll provide some Libra non-alcoholic beer. We'll have some hot chocolate, broth, other kind of warm things that keep you going, as well as the usual finish line foods with snacks and bananas and whatever kind of fun things we can figure out for you that day. We'll do a little award ceremony once about 80% of the field is done. So if you're one of the first ones to finish, you're welcome to hang around for a bit or go for a little cool down, then come back. But otherwise, we'll try and get that award ceremony done just as the last two athletes are finishing so that we don't keep you guys there for too long. We know that February weather can be varying, so let's not make you guys wait out in the cold for too long. When you want to look at your results, it's over at sportstats.ca. That's where you can go online as soon as you cross the finish line and see your results. You'll be able to see your run time, your skate time, your run time, and your ski time all separately. So you can compare yourself and say, I finished, call it 50th overall, but I was actually in the top 10 for the run, but I was in the bottom 50 for the skate. And you can see where you kind of have room to improve and where you really excelled. And all those photos that I talked about when I kept saying smile for the camera, if you go to photos.somersault.ca, you'll see all your photos tagged with your bib number about 48 hours after the race. And anything that we brought from the skate to the finish line will be at the finish line for you. We'll have some volunteers that are helping you kind of find your bag. But please make sure, again, it's one bag, closed up or zipped up with a sticker on it. Makes things a lot easier. So that's it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, email me. It's adam@somersault.ca. I look forward to seeing you at the start line, but even better, I hope to see you all at Bush Taka for the bib pickup the day before the race. Thanks, and we'll see you then.